Good morning and welcome to this week's Bible Time video. So, this week's question is, what are you afraid of? Is it spiders or the dark? Maybe it's bullies. Or what about a storm? Maybe it is something else completely different. There are a few things that I am afraid of, and one of them used to be flying in aeroplanes because I don't like heights. But it didn't stop me from getting on an aeroplane. But my wife Nina, she didn't like flying either, and she had never been on an aeroplane before when we went to Disneyland in Paris. We really wanted to take our kids to Disneyland as a Christmas present, and all the way to the airport she didn't want to fly. But she did get on the plane when we arrived at the airport. When she saw all the planes taking off and landing, she got very excited instead of being afraid. But on the way to France there was a big storm, and so the plane ride was very bumpy. Nina thought it was great fun, while we were all afraid. How strange was that? The truth is, none of us needed to be afraid because we all got to Disneyland and back home safely. The person in our story today wasn't afraid of flying in a storm. He was afraid of being in a boat in a storm, and so was everyone with him. That was except for one person. Shall we see what happened? We're really excited that Annette and Liz are going to read today's stories in Matthew chapter 8 verses 23 to 27 and Mark chapter 4 verses 35 to 41. This is a story you will need for doing story 3, Jesus Calms the Storm, in this week's Bible Time activity sheet.
Jesus got into a boat, and his followers went with him. A very bad storm arose on the lake. The waves covered the boat, but Jesus was sleeping. The followers went to Jesus and woke him. They said, "Lord, save us, we will drown." Jesus answered, "Why are you afraid? You don't have enough faith." Then Jesus got up and gave a command to the wind and the sea. The wind stopped and the sea became very calm. The men were amazed. They said, "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the sea obey him."
That evening Jesus said to his followers, "Come with me across the lake." He and the followers left the people there. They went in the boat that Jesus was already sitting in. There were also other boats with them. A very strong wind came up on the lake. The waves began coming over the sides and into the boat. It was almost full of water. Jesus was at the back of the boat, sleeping with his head on a pillow. The followers went and woke him. They said, "Teacher, do you not care about us? We will drown." Jesus stood up and commanded the wind and the waves to stop. He said, "Quiet, be still." Then the wind stopped and the lake became calm. Jesus said to his followers, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" The followers were very afraid and asked each other, "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him."
The key verse for this week is verse 27 from Matthew chapter 8 and says, "The men were amazed. They said, 'What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the sea obey him.'" Well, we hope you enjoyed doing story 3, Jesus Calms the Storm, on your Bible Time activity sheet. And as you do the activity sheet, think about what you can do whenever you are feeling afraid. As always, if you get stuck or can't answer a question, please talk to your mum or dad or someone in your family that can help you. So that's it for today, but don't stop the video just yet, as we've got this month's theme song at the end called He Leadeth Me by Go Fish. So until next week, it's goodbye from me. Bye.
I am not afraid, I will not fear, I am not alone, my God is here. Whatever I do, wherever I may be, it is His hand that is leading me. He leadeth me, by His own hand He leadeth me. His faithful follower I will be, for by His hand He leadeth me. When the rain falls down, when the sun won't shine, I will simply place my hand in thine, content within the stormy sea, knowing it's my God that is leading me. He leadeth me, by His own hand He leadeth me. His faithful follower I will be, for by His hand He leadeth me. My God is my strength, my God's on His throne, my God's in control, I am never alone. With peace like a river that He gives to me, I can soar like an eagle, forgiven and free. My God is my strength, my God's on His throne, my God's in control, I am never alone. With peace like a river that He gives to me, I can soar like an eagle, forgiven and free. When my task on earth is done, when by God's grace the victory's won, when this world I find